someone explain to me where the competitive men at? Like, I mean, the ones who have the energy of like a gladiator in a knight. Because as soon as you tell a man that you're dating, he folds like a piece of paper. And when a woman says that she's dating, it doesn't mean that she's just sleeping around or not being intentional. It means may the best man win. Embrace competition, boo. Thank you.
Yeah, men don't look at it like that anymore. They're hyper aware that what you'll make one man do, the other man doesn't have to. Or when you say you're dating, maybe your ex is still in the picture, but I'm the one taking you out to the expensive restaurants and dinners. We know this because women have come along online and said it. When you want men to compete for you, you have to show them what they're competing for. Not simply saying, hey, I'm going on a date with you, and you. The way men really compete in that sense is during the dating process, we're going to get to know each other and we're going to reveal more about ourselves, more about our character. It's like you're seeing the dating profile, you're understanding what he is about, what he is talking about. You can see who he is, who he will be, potentially down the path as a partner. You compare that, you compete, with that. You take that information, you hold that against the other person you're dating. That's the competition. Not that you tell him and you're trying to elicit him to do more because men are understanding now that is simply a way to extract more resources from me. We understand it when women say that if you're going to choose between myself and another woman, just choose her because they're saying, I'm not going to compete for a man. Some women are saying there's nothing more disgusting, more aggravating than you competing for a man. So we get it when women say, I'm not going to do this. But when men do it, it's like, where's the gladiator spirit? Where's the spirit of competition? Again, men are out here competing for things they want. They're absolutely competing for them. They're just no longer solely in the realm of women. In fact, you don't want men competing like gladiators for women. That's when we see the violence. That's when we see that. And we usually attribute that with men with low EQ, with not understanding how to deal with feelings of rejection, how to deal with feelings of, hey, you know what? This isn't for me, but I put so much into this. You see those videos of the men saying, hey, this is date 6 and we're not having sex. Or, hey, I spent something on you date 1 and I expect sex. You don't want that. That's men with low EQ, low understanding. Men of low understanding are actively going to physically compete for women. So before we continue to do a deeper dive in this one, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still going strong, still doing 2 a day. Um, the membership is open on the channel. Should be easier to find that directly from your phone now. If you're interested, we're going to have more videos, probably not ones that are typically algorithm friendly. To that effect, I'm really thinking about starting Patreon so we could flesh out more ideas and give you more value, not just about videos in this sense, but of other things sort of encompassing my life, other changes that I'm looking to make forward to sort of continue to grow and adapt and become a better version of me than in the future. And if you guys want to take that journey with me, I'll be doing something like that on Patreon, encompassing all the little talents and things that I'm looking to do. So back to this video about competition. Yeah, and I had a video about this a long time ago on the channel. Feels like a long time. We're saying you don't really want men competing, right? Because personally, the way I compete, it's a all encompassing thing. And when people do that, they sometimes have the idea that the amount of effort I'm putting in should be commensurate with an outcome. Man is putting in so much effort to compete for you because you set it up that way. Just like we say that, men understand if you're going to put a woman in the marriage category or the just for fun recreation use category, women also have the same mechanisms available. You know whether you're going to sleep with the guy within the first 5 seconds of you meeting him, or if this guy's actually boyfriend, marriage material, husband material, very early on. So men are becoming hyper vigilant, hypersensitive to simply being used for resources. You want men to compete, but you know which one of them probably has the better shot at being someone you want. You probably already understand that, but you want to see what this other one's willing to do. Does that mean he'd be a better partner for you, or that he's simply more competitive? Do you want to see some of these other sides that may be there? Do you want to spark that sort of anger in someone? Because it's not always just a pretty hallmark thing. I told him I'm dating and these other people. Sometimes the finest thing, and I've said this on the channel, sometimes the best thing you do as a man is withdraw your attention. If you cannot decide between myself and another person, and you already have the resumes, you already understand the character, and you think this man is maybe not better than me, but it's close and it's a tie. I just want to see what you're going to do about it. I want you to compete for me. Yeah, then I probably will make your job, this job of choosing between myself and another person easier. Just like women are often say, okay, I will draw myself from the nomination and wish you the best because I don't want to win because I have to overcompensate when the guy that you actually wanted to be was him. And when it all sort of like breaks loose and you understand he wasn't doing half the stuff that you required me to do. That's where your attention was. That's where your heart was the entire time. You should have gone that way rather than now you doing a sort of a calculus. How many videos have we seen or stories have we heard where women are marrying the guy that after they had the fun, after they've lived their lives, they're marrying the guy that is just sort of financially sturdy. He's secure. It was never your first choice, probably not your second, probably your third. That's, financial security is what you needed possibly for a kid, right? That you had with some other man that you were really interested in. And now, even if he's made you a stay-at-home wife, that boredom kicks in and your thoughts, they go back to the one you were always interested in the first place. Men fare just like women do, wasting years of their life on something that is simply just going to break down because you never really were in it. If you want men to compete, be very clear in understanding what the results of that are. Be very clear in understanding of who you actually want. Are you competing because you feel like this is something that should be done or that it increases your value? Or is this something that, hey, you know what? I really can't decide. If that's the case, there's another option, right? Rather than choice man A, B, C, D, or E, you simply remove yourself from the pool. Remove yourself from the competition and understand if I don't know what I want, that I can't identify it with a partner, with a man, with someone I'm dating, then maybe I need some time away from this. I'm really not sure what I'm looking for if there's 2 to 3 other men that I have to sort of decide from. Chances are they're not all the same, right? They all don't have the same value package they slid to you and said, consider this for nomination. No, maybe you just like the attention and that's where you are in the stage of your life. That's fine. We're not digging and sort of lambasting you. Just saying sometimes let's be a little more considerate of what we're putting other people through because simply because it makes our ego feel better. And of course, I think we all by now get that is genderless advice. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments, of course. And if you see videos on your screen right now, take a look at those. Let me know what you think about those as well. And naturally, if you listen to the sound of my voice and you haven't subscribed, you're killing me. Come on, get on a train. We're having a good time.